Alright, I don't really know how to start this video because it's a pretty important video. It's a pretty important moment, I guess, in not only my Kendama life, but my life in general, because Kendama is a pretty big part of my life. So if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, I recently just announced that I'm going to be leaving Analog Kendamas. Yeah, and in this video, I'm just going to be kind of talking about just Analog in general and just my experience over the 7 years that I was sponsored by them, kind of where I want to go in the future in terms of this channel and just Kendama in general, kind of some reasons behind the decision. And I just want to start off by thanking Analog, of course, Baldo specifically. Huge thanks to Baldo, to Steve, all the past team members. Being sponsored by Analog brought me so many opportunities and was just some of the best years of my life in general. Like I said, it was 7 years with Analog. I got sponsored in 2016, which was 2 years after I started playing. Of the 9 years that I've been playing, 7 of those were with Analog, which is kind of insane to think about. So it's going to be kind of weird going into an era post Analog, because for the majority of my Kendama life, it's been with Analog, you know? So I'm just gonna reflect a little bit on the time with Analog. I met the team once. I met Baldo and the team once in real life. I wish we could have met more, but definitely just the distance was a huge factor in that. I mean, they're based out of California and I live in northern Alberta, Canada, so it's not super feasible. But I did meet them once at MKO 2017, which was fun. I got to design my own pre-mod and pro model, which was the best thing ever. It was so awesome. That'll just, even having them now, like here's my pro mod, it's just always going to be a memory, and it's just so sick. Here's the pre-mod. So I'm super grateful to have been able to do that as well. Yeah, I guess I'll talk a little bit about why I made this decision. I've been feeling like I wanted to kind of step away from Analog for a while now, maybe 2-3 months now, and I just felt like the time was right finally. I feel like Analog is kind of going in a different direction. I feel like they are a company that maybe doesn't place as much emphasis on having a huge team of players, and that was definitely one thing that kind of dwindled away, which was a little bit demotivating, was just the team aspect. Like, obviously, I think Steve is technically still on the team, but other than him, there's not many people. We used to have, Jacob Watt, Edwin was on the team for a little bit, probably Adrian, I think, was on the team. At this point, the team is kind of non-existent, and I just felt like there wasn't really that community or that connection, which I feel like is a big part of being sponsored and being on a team, is having those people around you, and it just wasn't really there. That's no shade to Analog, of course. That's just the direction that they want to go. A lot of the sponsor players left, so it's not like on them for having the team dwindle away on purpose, but that's just how it was, and I didn't really see myself as a part of the long-term future of Analog. So another pretty big reason for this decision was just the YouTube content in general. Sometimes when you're sponsored, it kind of limits what you can do in terms of what I like to do on YouTube. I like to do a lot of unboxings. I like to try a bunch of different products out, and while I still kind of found a way to do that while with Analog, I couldn't really feel like I could fully embrace it, because obviously if you're on a team, you're supposed to be repping their Damas and you're supposed to be supporting their Damas, and so just buying different Damas and doing unboxings and doing reviews of those and giving those companies publicity felt just a little bit weird, and that's definitely something I want to do with my content moving forward, is those unboxings, the reviews, just talking about a bunch of different companies and trying a bunch of different Damas out, and being sponsored just makes that feel a little bit weird. So that was definitely a big reason as well. That's pretty much it, to be honest. There's not much else to it. Again, huge shout out to Baldo and Analog for the support, for giving me the opportunity, for picking me up in 2016, and I'll never forget it, obviously. I don't know if there's much else to say. I think Baldo is actually... So Baldo was going to send the new Black Friday Damas that Analog dropped before I made this decision. He says he might still send them over, so if he sends them over, probably do an unboxing and just kind of treat it as like a final goodbye. I'm making this sound so dramatic. A final kind of celebration of my time with Analog. So that'll be fun. But yeah, I'm excited to move into this new chapter of content of Kendama. I'm not going to stop posting. Don't take this as me stopping playing or posting. I'm going to be posting and playing Dama just as much as I have been. It'll just look a little bit differently now. And I'm actually excited for the possibilities that this decision opens for the kind of content that I can post on here. So hopefully you guys are excited as well. Thank you to you guys for the constant support. I haven't really talked about it, but the growth on this channel has been kind of insane. I mean, we're already past 700 subscribers, and honestly, I thought the growth was going to be a little bit more tedious and slow than that, but it's awesome to see that people are coming over from the main channel and still liking the content, so I really appreciate you guys for that support. And yeah, I can't wait to keep making content, can't wait to keep playing Dama. I'm having the most fun with Kendama than I ever have right now, to be honest. I'm just loving the progression, I'm loving everything about it, so I'm excited to keep going, excited for this new chapter, and hopefully you guys are too. So alright, that's gonna do it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.